capital is more important than making money. And you want to lock in your trade, you also want to protect your downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another American Dream Trading's live futures education and training program. This is an outreach of American Dream Trading, which was founded by Chad Christian, a 33-year stock market veteran who owns and manages and has this incorporated into a legal business. And we're glad that you can be here with us. We call him Coach because he educates us on everything from trading stock options, crypto, and the focus in my personal favorite, futures. I love the futures market. Obviously, I'm hosting this show. So glad to have you here with us today. My name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the approximately 20 moderators here at American Dream Trading. Glad to have you here with us. If you know the routine, if this is your first time being with us here, we just ask that you click that like, subscribe button, as we say in the biz, button, to make us sound like we're pronouncing it properly. We also make sure you like and share it also to your social media so that others can benefit from the knowledge that you too might gain from being here today. These are absolutely free. However, we operate on a paid membership benefit. We have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of members here each and every day. In our live Zoom call at any given time, we may have 400 to 700 in here at one time being trained. This is the futures program, part of it. Coach is live we're live 3 times a day. Coach is live with the stocks and stock option kind of overall training starting from 9 to 11. I'm live here from 2 to 4 Eastern time, focusing on futures. And then we have our aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. And that's called the Aftermarket Show, hosted by one of our moderators, Don, who also teaches and answers questions live. That show's a little bit different. You can actually join with an open mic over there and join the panel, even turn your camera on if you so choose to do so. So glad to have you here today. Again, if I didn't say it already, my name is Mark McSee, and we're glad to have you here. If at any time you have questions, feel free to type them into your social media chat boxes, and we will try to do our best to answer your question live as time allows. Good. If it seems like I'm a bobblehead looking all around, that's because I am. I have 5 monitors here. I'm watching things going on, monitoring the feeds and the live stream, yada, 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 yada. Been a pretty good day in the markets today. If you were with us early this morning, I filled in for Coach, who's vacation today and tomorrow, so I filled in his spot on the live show, and we talked everything stocks. All the major indices went to the moon this morning. Some of them, like the Russell you see on your screen in front of you, is still climbing very, very nicely. So lots of money to be made. We had a lot of major stocks moving. Tesla had their earnings last night. I guess they were pretty good. I mean, there's always concerns on earning releases, and they'll pick it apart. But we were looking at, I know we're not talking stocks here, but let me pull up a Tesla chart just so you can see what it looks like if you haven't already. I see PMG over there. He was trading at it and is lamenting the fact that he got out of the trade too soon and gave up a lot of profit. I know one time I looked at it, it was up like 25 bucks a share from just the recent shoot up there. So I don't know what's taking this page here so long to load up. Let's just do it this way. I got all day to sit here waiting on this. Let's go this route. Let's just change this to Tesla. So this is probably one of the driving forces also of the major indices. There's Tesla. Look at that thing just climb. Now it's pulling back, of course. But look at that. Tell me you wouldn't have made money on that sucker, right? That thing went from, what time was that? Around almost 11 o'clock. That thing climbed, of course I can't see with this thing in my road. I got to pull this down here. Hang on here a minute. There we go. Let's try that again. So from about 11 o'clock on till present, that thing went up what? $25.10 a share. Monster climb. Imagine if you had options and trading that today, right? money, 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 money. And actually at the open, it dumped. People took profits right here. See, this how it dumped all the way down. It dropped, I don't know, 10 bucks a share, was it? 25 down to, yeah, around 10, 11 bucks a share. And then it went straight back up, got back up to where it started today, and it never stopped growing after that. So that's a major company, major driver of some of the markets. So a lot of these.
You know what else had a good day?
What's that?
Soxel.
Oh, yeah.
So
that
I'm
was probably the
assuming that
best looking
Nvidia
trade
had
of
a
the
good
day.
day too. Yeah.
Yep, we were watching that live. We had a couple members in trading that, NVIDIA and AMD and AVGO, Broadcom, just all same way. Just went to the moon today and drove Soxel, which is a chip ETF. So if you like trading in the chip stocks, Soxel is a great way to get into that inexpensively rather than buying NVIDIA and AMD and Texas Instruments and AVGO and all those that make up that sector, right? They're kind of pricey stocks. So your ETFs, so SPY's an ETF, you know, the QQQs are an ETF, IWM's an ETF, right? Those type of things get you in there for a leveraged price and opens the door of investing to you while you're trading options, stock options. But we're talking about futures here, kind of the same principle. We're using a leveraged product. We're not paying the full price to get into these contracts because they are very pricey, but yet we're getting a 20-to-1 on average leverage on these contracts, and we can get in for literally dimes on the dollar and invest in the platforms we like. So
Mark,
glad
you
to
know
see
what
you
else
all
I
here
found
today. Go ahead,
interesting?
Ralph. What was that?
So crude oil has some news that came out right before the opening, right? And so it shot up, found resistance, dropped right back down to it, and then it went into like this funnel looking pattern, and it broke out of that, gave a great EWO, and now it's channeling and it look like it's about to do it again. But the reason why I bring crude oil up, yeah, there you go. See that climb up
Mm-hmm.
right there, when the flag flipped.
Yep.
The reason why I brought crude oil up is because it's rallying a lot. Ever since it dropped down to like 57, it came all the way up,
Mm-hmm.
and now it hit that resistance level, that 60 mark
Mm-hmm.
that you always talked about,
Yep.
and now it's starting to struggle a little bit. So, but it's been a powerhouse all the way from 57 up to 60. But I think it's just resting to go higher, if you ask me.
Yep.
Not text or investment advice,
So look at this
but the
climb
rally
here.
was real strong,
Look at
strong.
that.
Yeah, see?
I have a call out really quick. Check
Okay.
gold.
Check what?
That
Go.
was a gold. That was a beautiful bounce off of the 200. Beautiful. I just, of course, missed that.
Okay. Thank you.
That was just
Bounced
beautiful.
off and retraced. There's a lot of money there,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
There you go. Just and our members know how to do that. You just heard one that did. That's $60 just on the bounce down, just doing what you know it typically does, right? On a micro, that would have been $600 on an E-mini, one contract. But yeah, gold, we talk about the $60 level because that's a psychological level, $60. And the reason for that is because oil producers will shut their wells off if it stays below 60 for very long. It does not pay them financially to drill new wells when the price of a barrel of oil is under $60. So that's one of the reasons we look at that. We also look around, 63, I think, wasn't that one of our other ones that we watch? There's a couple key levels there, and we kind of watch. As long as it stays above 60, and it was depressed down to below 60 for what, a week, Ralph? Something like that, I believe?
Yeah, it was down. Yep.
So,
It broke below 60 on October 10th,
yep,
came back and traded around 60 for a
yep,
while, and after when it went down again, it just stayed under it.
yep. So the
Went
key
down there.
levels that we watch is 60. We want to see it stay above 60. And then 63 is another critical level to the upside, and then 65. And of course, there's actual daily critical levels or weekly critical levels that we watch also. But those are the three big ones that work day in and day out, 60, 63, and 65. So we kind of, as a matter of fact, on my charts here, you can see I have them. There's a $63 one there. If I go up here, there's a 65 right here. So those are levels just I put there to remind me in case I don't notice what the price is at the time. Yeah, it's been pretty rough in the oil markets as far as being depressed price-wise. Didn't stop us from making money trading it, though. Don't get us wrong. We can trade whatever. We don't care what the price is. We'll trade it, right? It's just that the oil producers kind of look at those things. That's all. All right. VR Trinity, is trading as easy as following moving averages and being patient? Well, I wouldn't say trading is easy. Is being patient. Yes, that's a very strong attribute you need to have. There's more sitting around waiting for what you want to happen, right? You have to wait on setups and everything there. Good to see you just sell it over there, PMG. But yeah, it's if it was easy, would not everybody be doing it and everybody would be millionaires, right? It's not easy. It's a skill. Now, once you develop the skills, is it easier? Yes. Do I find it easier to trade today than I did a year ago? Yes. Do I find it easier to trade today than I did 2 years ago? Yes. Do I find it easier to trade today than I did 3 years ago? Absolutely. As you grow in your skills and your training and experience, yes, it gets easier, but it's never easy, right? We are battling against the big institutions that are trading billions of dollars, and we're just going along for the ride, right? So, but we have tools in our tool belt that we can use to help make better decisions. That's historical levels. That is using indicators such as trend lines like the 9 EMA, measures the last 9 candles, 2155, VWAP, the 200, and so on and so forth. Plus other trend lines and tools that we have at our disposal. Now, knowing what to do with all that is an art, right? And that's something that doesn't happen naturally. You have to be taught how to do that. Are you going to learn how to do that here in a 2-hour free live broadcast? Absolutely not. What we're doing here is giving you a taste of what we do. We'll answer your questions, just like VR Trinity asked about that, right? Am I finding great success? Yes, I am. I enjoy doing what I'm doing. Do I make money every day? Yes, I do. Am I green every day? Yes, I am. Now, I have red trades. I lose money every day in trades, but I end up being green overall each and every day, right? Some days it's close. I've had a couple days where I've only been $5 or $12 green, right? And I'm used to thousands. So, I have my moments too, right? I'll do dumb things and lose a lot of money, and then I got to battle my way back, right? So, and then part of that is I just like being green, right? I hate to lose, right? Nobody likes to lose, but having losing trades is part of it, part of the trade. So if you get people bragging about their win percentages, yeah, move on. That's not a person you want to listen to. For a matter of fact, and I can prove it, I am 100% green for the day today. On all my trading I did today, I am 100% green. I did not have one red trade today, and I can prove it to you. Does it matter if I prove it to you? Now, I only took one trade, and I made $3 on it. Ha! See? Now, does that make you think I'm the world's greatest trader? I took one trade, made $3? And why did I trade $3 trade? Well, I hadn't traded all day because I've been busy. I've had personal stuff I had to take care of. Plus, I filled in with Coach. So I didn't trade today. I just did one trade live in front of our members, or did I not? Yeah, a little micro, I think it was the Dow, which only pays like 50 cents a tick. And I got $3 out of it. And then I bragged to everybody, look at me, I'm 100% green. Right? Well, I only did one trade, right? So, but if I just said, I'm 100% green on my trades, oh my, that guy must be good. Well, I'm pretty confident what I do, right? Am I good? That's to be debated, right? But if I just spouted off that statistic, right, then, what good is that, right? You could twist statistics however you want. So that's why you give whatever people say, I made this or I made that, or I have an 80% win rate. Follow me. I'm the world's greatest trader, right? Yeah, move on. Don't even waste your time listening to them clowns, right? Most of them don't have a clue what they're doing, right? That's why people ask me, how much do I make in a day? Our paid members know in here because I'm pretty open and honest with my earnings. Matter of fact, I trade my one small account live right in front of them most days, right? And they can see my wins. They see my losses. They see me do dumb things, right? They see me overtrade even after they warned me not to. I had a member warn me the other day. Hey, you're green. Call it a day. Don't trade no more. You're going to overtrade. I'm like, I ain't listening to you. What do you know? And I traded and ended up losing on the very next trade, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, he got the last laugh on that. It was all in fun, but what he was saying was absolutely true, though, right? Quit while you're ahead sometimes. So know your limitations. Don't overtrade. The more times you enter, every time you enter a trade, you're putting your account at risk. So you want to, the goal is to do that as least amount of times in a given day, right? So take your cash and go home, be happy, right? Especially if you have a goal and you've achieved it for the day, right? But I love trading. It's my jam. I love doing it, right? I can't think of doing anything else. I could never go work for the man again, right? So anyway, that is the oil on my screen here right now. You can see the nice moves it's had. Gold,
Upper.
copper. What about copper?
It had a really good move. So we've been talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 a.m. and 1 a.m. time frame, right?
Yep.
So copper broke over 5, which is a really critical level for them.
Yep.
And then you can notice that it happened right at 2 a.m. From 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. was 175 ticks move for copper.
Wow. It's 6.25. What is it? 6.25 a tick?
I'm not sure.
I forget. Let me consult my
Dang it.
little handy dandy chart. Um, yeah. Let me get my cataract out of the way here. Copper, HG.
Let me get my cataract out here.
Where the heck is it? It ain't even on my chart. What the heck? Oh, there it is, HG right there. 12.50 a tick
Yeah, so
on the big one.
175
Mhm.
times 1250. That's a pretty good move.
Yeah, it
And
is.
copper followed up, but it moved up really smooth. Um, on that, I guess that 5 o'clock time frame is
Mhm.
really the time frame. That 5 o'clock $5 price is a strong price for copper.
That's a $2,500 profit on just one E-mini trade. All you had to do is click once and let it go.
Holy, yes.
Haven't seen a move like that for a while. Now, I used to trade the snot out of copper, and I just kind of got away from trading it. And look, it even had a nice run down earlier the day before, right? That night at 10
Mhm.
o'clock at night, ran down all the way down there till for an hour or so, and then that's the next day. This is an hour chart, but yeah, it's had some
Hey,
good
but
runs.
that's what you said it used to do. I remember for a while when you did the swing trade on copper,
Hmm.
you was tracking how to sell off and then it'll come back and give the
Yep,
opposite move the next
yep,
day or so.
running a cycle, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Well, I learned that from you. I mean, you're the swing trader, right? I learned what to
Yeah, they
look
kind
for.
of.
Let's put it that way, right? So that's a skill that I'm not a big swing trader. I've only done a few of them, but it was exciting the ones that I did, especially that one on copper. I did really good on, right? So anyway, that's just another way to invest in day trade or long mid-term trading. A swing trade can be for hours or days or weeks or months or years, depending on what your strategy is, right? So
Today
there's
has been a lot of movement. I mean, Nasdaq was pretty choppy in the beginning, but once it got above a resistance level, it came back and that resistance turned to support on Nasdaq, and it just been higher highs for the rest of the day. It's just still going, it's still trying to reach for new highs on NQ.
well, the Nasdaq's bouncing around. I see on the wall over here on my other side.
Mhm.
Indices are pretty moving pretty smoothly, um, making a kind of sort of as a normal day
Mm-hmm.
after all this choppy days that we had last week.
Now,
Yeah.
most of these are diddling in the middle of the channel too, and so you got to be careful, right? If you're
Yeah.
not already in the trade. ES is coming up on a double top, so I don't even have ES on here. Let's see. Put that up here. We'll go MES just for the heck of it.
The Russell broke and hold the 2,500 mark. It's still pretty close to the $2,500 mark, but for the most part, it broke it and hold it above.
Yep. Hasn't broke away from it yet, but it is above it temporarily, right?
Right.
And it's diddling in the middle of the channel, yada, yada, yada. See what happens here, right? And I have another level at basically 502-ish, 5017, but so we'll see what happens here if it can stay above the 25. Given the next few candles, if it can break up above that like 502-ish area and up, then what in the world? Why is TikTok making noises at me? Must have been a noise letting me know. I don't know. I don't know why I was making that noise. That's usually when you got to fill out a puzzle piece, but it just started, so it can't be that. Might have been detected slower internet. I don't know. I don't see anything going on. Been pretty good lately. I haven't had to do the puzzles. Today, during the lives, I didn't have to do anything. So here it is, getting a little heavy again. I'm not convinced it wants to stay above that 2,500 mark yet, which is this dashed line, right? Now, why do we mark that 2,500?
Because that's a nice round number.
There you go. Right answer. There you go. So, look at that. So it hasn't broken held above it. It's a psychological level, right? So, all right. So I was correct. You were correct. There we go. You hear that sound?
I heard that. I heard it.
Loud and clear.
All righty. All right. So let's be careful with our entries and all that, right? I'm just looking here off to the side on my other screen. What's going on overall?
What was that sound? That sound is
Correct answer. Ding, 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 ding.
Right. I thought it was some news or something.
No, that was if you're wrong, you get the. And if you're bad, you get. If you tell a bad joke, you get. If we're trying to encourage the market, you get.
You can do it!
Yeah, there you go. All right. So, all right. Let's see here. Trying to set myself up here a little bit. All right, there we go. I'm going to see the chart off over to the side here because you know why. You know why. I don't have to tell you why. I'm just looking. All right.
I'm doing the same thing.
So I'm just setting up. Just sitting around looking, whatever. Nothing, no big deal, right? So here we are looking at the Russell, right? Which is RTY, is the E-mini, or M2K if you're doing the micros, right? Coming up the little double top here, New York session high of the day. That's a critical level, right? They have a hard time setting new highs, new records per se. So they may or may not want to. And it is in the center of the channel. So
I just went back to that and I already had a box drawn out right there, right where it's struggling.
Yep.
Australian dollar had a move that started at 2 a.m. and the rally is still going right now.
Wow. Well, the dollar's still going down, right?
Yeah. I'm so glad it's broken out of this channel that it was in. Everything had a good move. Everything been moving today.
Yeah, everything had a pretty good movement.
Oh, I'm sorry, TikTok. I forgot to mention today. I will be typing in random numbers into the TikTok chat. It says it's ADT Coach. It's not. It's me. We share the same corporate account. I'm just typing in random numbers because if I don't type something in there every so often, TikTok thinks I'm not using it, and it sends me up a little warning box. It appears you haven't been inactive for two minutes. So I found by just typing something goofy in there that keeps that away. Sorry about that. Yeah, it means absolutely nothing. Just means those are the numbers I hit on the keyboard. I usually tell you what I'm doing before I do it, and I forgot. All right. Good to see everybody over there. PMG, Just Sell It, Bogdan, Nick, J-Dogs in the house over there on the YouTubes. All right, and we got Tushy over there and VR Trinity and First Business Mentoring, Danger, Ronell asking about BYND, the big fake burger company, right? Big meme stock movement right now. That and Krispy Kreme Donut, which is Donut, D-N-U-T. They're really shoving them, pushing them, right? Mr. Grabia and Danger. Good to see everybody here. Thank you for them likes and shares. I appreciate it. It helps us out a lot when you do those things. So it's getting a little heavy now here on the the Russell to the downside. Now it's at the 21. We want to make sure, that we have a good motion to the downside. If we're going to do that, we have the critical levels that we have to break through to get it go back down the other way. So this time of the day, is it broken hell below the 9 now? Yes, it has, but it hasn't broke away from that 2,500 yet. I want to see it get clear away from that. Maybe one more candle to the downside before I would think about going down, right? And as you can see, if I had entered that to the downside, I'd now be in a losing trade because I didn't wait for the setup, right? Always wait for that confirmation candle, that next candle, right? So
Yep.
it pays to give up a few bucks potential profit to make sure that it's more likely to go that way, right? And it still may go down, but just not right this second, right? All right, good. So, by the way, if you have any questions, feel free to type them into your social media chat box, and we'll try to answer them as time allows. We had somebody ask about the burger joint place, the fake burger, right? Beyond Meat. Right? Oh boy, they really killed that, didn't they? It was $8 the other day. We played that in the pre-market the other day. Rode that sucker up from I think it was $5 or something up to 8 or something. I made good money on it. I haven't looked at it since then. I haven't looked at it for about 3 days. I think it was Monday or Tuesday when I was playing that. Yeah, they really jacked that up on the interwebs. They were talking about it, meme stock, and one of the investment firms had bought a bunch into it, so they got to talking about it and drove the price up. Now you can see it's going right back down. Yeah, there it was at 750. Yeah, boy, it's I don't follow this stock. I remember when it became an IPO. It really went to $1 bazillion at that time, right? One of the people that does follow this was telling us really it was a great stock until it got competition, right? They were one of the first ones in the market, so they capitalized on that one. Now you got, Impossible Burger. Again, I don't keep up on this sector, but so they ran into competition, so they're not the shiny penny they once were. But it was, again, because they got in the news and became a meme. If you look at D-Nut, right, Krispy Kreme, D-N-U-T, it was kind of the same thing. They're running these up. It's called a meme stock. What is that? If you all know, we're familiar with the GameStop saga, right? You get a concentrated effort to go with a group of people, they can run the prices of stock up, right? And the people that are owning it thinking it's going down are short sellers. They get caught in that squeeze, and then they're forced to buy back their shares, which increases the price even more, and it just goes nuts, and people can make a lot of money like that. So I'm not saying to buy those things. I'm just saying that's what happened here recently. So don't get caught up in that hype. Yes, you can make money while it's happening. Don't get me wrong. I've personally benefited from those type of news back in the day, a year or two ago, maybe 3. Bed Bath & Beyond was going through, when they were big, they were going through some very hard times. Well, guess what?
Movie company.
Yeah,
What's the movie?
I love Bed Bath & Beyond. We bought half the stuff in our house probably came from there one time or another.
Oh
right?
yeah, they don't have those anymore,
No,
do
they're
they?
online only now. They went belly up. So what happened there was they ran into hard times and economy and COVID and yada, 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 right? Well, so people well, this is bad. These things are bad for this company. So they started short selling it, right? Just like GameStop. This ain't going nowhere. We're going to short sell it, right? Nobody goes to stores to buy video games anymore. We're going to short sell it, right? Well, then Bed Bath & Beyond really got bad. I mean, their share price went down to pennies on the dollar, literally. Well, I was playing that. And they started this short squeeze stuff. I made a boatload of money off of it. Was BBY. I think it's BBBY now, I think. But yeah, I made a lot. Matter of fact, Bed Bath & Beyond was my leading, for the longest time, was the one I made the most money on trading stocks and stock options. There's the leaderboard. It kind of shows you in your brokerage. I haven't looked forever, but there for the longest time, it was my biggest money I made on. I mean, I was making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a day off of Bed Bath, just trading Bed Bath Beyond, because of the short squeeze and everything that was going on. And then even when it wasn't about the short squeeze, they were doing so bad for real. I was buying puts like crazy. I mean, every day I was trading it. I was making all kinds of money, right? And I think it got down to like 30 cents or something. They took it off the market.
Yeah. What's the other one? It's a theater. Is it AMC?
Yeah, AMC is another one, right? That was another one that became a meme stock. So when they draw attention, now here's what happens: is the short sellers are really the ones that start this, right? And there's nothing wrong with short selling. It's not any different than shorting a stock or buying a put in a option contract. You don't think the price is going to go up. You think that price is going to go down. So I want to make money when the price goes down. So I short it or I buy a put if I'm doing stock options, right? So I'm betting that the price is going to go down. If I think the price is going up, I'm going long or buying a call, right? If I'm in options. Nothing wrong with that, right? Make money on the price of movement. I could do this all day long, even within the same one. Oil, a long up, a short down, right? A long up, a short down, a long up, a short down, a long up, short down, right? Rinse and repeat all day long. You can literally sit in one of these contracts, stocks or options and trade just that one singular thing, and you can make money all day long if you're familiar with how it moves, right? And then you trade wisely and you understand how to do it, first of all, right? So, we tend to chase a shiny penny. You'll hear somebody say, oh, look at the gold or look at oil or whatever, when we get diverted off the one we really wanted to trade, and while we're looking at the other one takes off, right? So Brandon said he still has 100 shares. Well, good for you. You ought to see if you can get a stock certificate. What is AMC? AMC's still a vile company. They're still theaters. Yeah. They're real. They're still legit, right? Now, are they a good company to buy? I ain't going that far, right? But what is AMC?
They still on AMC.
It's still $3. I mean,
yeah.
You might have bought it at 30, but I can't help that, right? You can see it's not very.
Right.
Look at the trading.
The
on
volume done fell off on it.
Yeah. But all it takes is them Reddit kids to get over there and start talking about it, and they'll run that up for a while, right? So
absolutely,
that's all it takes is a concentrated effort with a bunch of stupid people, and next thing you know, the price is going up really for no reason at all. We tend to think that, well, what makes a stock price go up? Good earnings, right? Good reports, good news. Well, in the world of the interwebs now, all it takes is a bunch of people to get together to drive it up, or somebody put some fake news out there, right? Drive the price up and down. When in reality, the only real reason for a stock price to go up or down is their earnings, which they release every 3 months. But in the meantime, it's traded for whatever reason, right? So, all right. So, oil's kind of flat now. What's gold doing? We got anything else calling out, moving around here? Or is it all pretty flat right now? Isn't it? All right, what questions do we have? Let me scroll back up here. Let's see, I think I got them already. No, but trading is not easy, Trinity. You got to learn. Simply Sam wants to know, is SPY out of the upside or out of gas? Well, it's been the upside all day, right? ES, right? Or in this case, I'm showing you MES. Looks like it's going up to me. I know you asked that question a little while ago. Well, is it going up?
It's diddling right now.
What's that?
It's just it's diddling right now.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the channel.
Yeah.
This gray line is the center of the channel. This is the top. This is the bottom. It's in an upward trend, though. Right? So there's a little bit of a pullback. All right. So Mr. Gaba said, yeah, it was popular for a while, lost popularity. Yep. When streaming a movie was available on your TV, or take a trip to the movie theater. There's certain movies I will purposely go to the theater, and it's very rare, maybe once or twice a year. But yeah, I have no reason to go sit in there and use their toilets and eat their rotten food and, get up and walk around whenever I want to, when I can sit here in the comfort of my home and stream it, right? God knows there's 100 different ways to stream a movie. So that's what I prefer to do, listen to it on my sound system. Only person I have to yell at for talking during the movies is my wife. And you know how well that would work out for me if I yelled at my wife. So, we don't do that. But I'd rather watch it in the comfort of my own home, in my own clothes, with my own food, my own toilet. Yep. Right? And I can pause the movie if I need to get up and walk away, right? But, some movies are meant to be seen. Well, all movies are meant to be seen on the big screen. And I enjoy going to the movies, having grown up. I'm 63, so I've grown up going to the movies, right? That was what we did in the 60s and the 70s, right? And even into the 80s, was you went to the movies to see the movie. There was no other way to see it, right? And then we got VCRs and all that stuff started coming out. Then you could watch it after the fact, right? But even then, you would go and watch the movie. Then you would buy it when it came out on VCR, so tape, just so you could have it, right? And people still do that, but not VCRs. They do it digitally now, right? You have a digital copy, right? Yes, movie people popcorn with fake butter is delicious. Yes, it is, and I always, when I go, I always get one. Yeah, I don't know what that stuff's made out of, but it's better than butter. Tasting, you say it was better for you. Doesn't even have butter in it. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the great mysteries in life, right? Sometimes you're just better off not knowing and just enjoy it for what it is, right? Kids are asking, what's a VCR? Yeah, for those of you who don't know what a VCR is, you'll have to Google that. You can go on YouTube. They'll probably show you how those work.
I do have a couple VCRs in good working condition
Oh, I
and
do
some
too. I
DVD
still have
players. If
VCR
anybody
tapes.
cares to buy one, I do too. I have a bunch of them, and I found some guys on YouTube that buy them for big money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I once sold when I was doing eBay for myself, for other people as a business, kind of a side, what do they call it, a side gig?
Gig.
Yeah, something like that. This was 10, 15 years ago when eBay didn't charge outrageous fees and all that. When they were the bomb, And I would make, probably pulling down, I don't know, $40K a year selling for other people, just taking and I didn't charge a lot either. And it was like 10%, whatever, depending on what it was. Big ticket items, I didn't charge as much. So, yeah, and this one guy had, I'm thinking it was 500 VCR tapes he wanted me to sell. Of course, that was a lot of work, to catalog everything that was there. But I'll tell you what, there was all kinds of bidding on them. They were all good tapes, good quality stuff, all the movies that you'd kind of want to watch. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't believe how much them things went for.
I have a bunch, good ones too. Like it's still in the plastic, like Titanic with 2 videos with it, and old ones and everything. And I couldn't get anybody to buy them, like anywhere I went. But then I found these guys on the internet. I mean, some of these, if you have like Ghostbusters or certain ones, they go for Indiana Jones, like big money, like $20,000.
Yep.
If it's in good shape and it's in the case. So yeah,
Yep.
it's good money. I just
And
have
for
to
us that grew up at that time, when you went to go
Yeah.
rent them, what was the saying that you had to make sure you knew?
Please be kind and rewind.
There you go.
Yeah.
They started to be nice about it at first, and then what did they start doing?
Oh, I
If
don't.
you
They start
didn't
charging.
rewind, they charge you
charge
for
you.
it, right?
Yeah.
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 Be kind, rewind.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's still one of those left, one existing one, in
Blockbuster?
store like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So,
Just-
it just shows you how technology, now we sit here, before you would have to, and Christina talked about this before, she used to work for a broker, she literally had to fill out paper tickets for trades. That was part of her
Yep.
job, right? Now we sit
Yeah,
here in
and
our ratty underwear in a basement with the dim lighting, eating movie popcorn, smoking
for
cigarettes,
yourself.
drinking whiskey, and getting fat and gonna die in our chairs of a heart attack. And we can make trades all day long, right? We don't need nobody. All we need is an internet connection, and now we can trade anywhere in the world.
As long as we're happy.
Yep, as long as we're happy, right?
Yeah.
And we could go here and produce free content on the interwebs. Who would ever thought I would be a tick toddler, right? Look at me now. I used to make fun of them
Yeah.
people. Now I is one, right? So,
Yeah, you used to make fun. Remember when Mark didn't know how to even, he had no idea what TikTok even was, and he had to look at something, and he's like, I don't even know what to do. You didn't have one
well, I
friend,
never
you
looked
didn't know
at
what to
TikTok
do.
till I joined
I know.
ADT.
I know.
I mean, I had Facebook
well, I
and everything
had, but-
else, but at
Yeah,
one time,
but
MySpace.
TikTok was
and,
different.
yeah,
yeah,
OnlyFans.
MySpace.
all
I did
those.
not have. I didn't have those. It's good money though. I'm thinking about it.
No, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Anyhow, so we got ES is kind of hanging out there. Anything else going on here we need to take a look at? Questions. Kind of got right down a rabbit hole about VCRs, right? Do I trade crypto? Good question, Cat King. Have I? Yes. Do I? No. Can I? Yes. Have I? Yes. I even have a cold wallet, right? It's not even on the internet. So, yeah, I've been there, done that. It's just not my cup of tea. Quite frankly, I'm already doing this for 12 hours plus a day. If I tried trade crypto in the evenings and stuff and weekends, I would not be on here because my wife would kill me. You got to walk away sometimes, right? So I got to pick my poison. I love futures so much. Even though crypto is exciting, I like to trade it, and there's all kinds of stuff. And I know I can make a quick buck on it, right? I can get in and trade it, scalp it up, scalp it down on the perpetuals. And I do tend to Zoom meetings. I didn't do the one last night because I was outside working and I about had enough. I was playing around with my septic system. M2K is breaking away, trying to break out of this channel down here. Let's take a look at that real quick on the Russell. Is this going to break and hold down here or not? Is this going to sell off? Is this just a fake out? Now, here I want to see a break and hold below this trend line. And as you can see, if I look back, look behind you, see here, these candles, I don't have a line there, but I can draw one, but I can clearly see there's one there. So I want to see a break and hold. Well, good thing I didn't jump in there, right? Not could I jumped in that candle, made a quick buck as it did it, probably, but I want to see this candle move to the downside and have some oomph in it before I go jumping in it, right? Because this can go either way right here. We're at a critical level. Does it want to pull to the downside? I don't know. There's no really huge orders to the downside there that want to pull it, Not that necessarily means I won't enter the trade at some time, right? But I want to make sure that I have some sort of confidence that this is going to keep going down, right? Can I enter this trade now? Well, yeah, all I got to do is click a button, right? I can enter the trade anytime I want, right? That doesn't mean I'm going to make money if I enter foolishly, right? Now, if I enter when I should, right, I can make some good money there on the pull to the downside. You have to be patient. It had some oomph to the downside. Now it's pulling back. Doesn't mean it won't continue. There is an order for 96 that might want to pull it down on the L2, which is down around about here. So it might go down another candle, but with L2s, that's limit orders and they're not fixed price things, right? You know what I mean? So you never know. You just got to give it a chance to run. It may come down to a level around, I got a level on my one chart at 95. I got a gold level at 94. So what are we seeing here? 96 is, now I got a green candle. Is it just faking us out here? What's it doing? As you can see, because I jumped in sort of late, well, I was down $100. Now I'm not, right? This is paper money, by the way, you see on my chart. It's not real. I don't trade my real count live when I'm talking. Now, I do trade my small count live with the paid members in the mornings, right, during the day. But when I'm talking here, I'm looking at all kinds of different monitors and stuff. So, matter of fact, I'm looking at this monitor on the other side, which is running my main system, and wanting this to go down even further, so that it could be financially beneficial, right, in this trade. But, you don't know where it's going to go yet. It is fighting for that 96, right? Right now, down at the bottom. I'm looking at the bottom of the L2, in case you people are wondering, which you can't see on your screen because I don't have that program loaded up, but I have it on my other system. So I'm looking really for, if it's going to pull, go down to 95-ish, 95.5-ish. Doesn't mean it will. That's my hopium. And the reason I say that is because even though I don't have it on this chart, I have a line on my other chart at 95.5 as a level, as a support level. Now that doesn't mean it's going to go down there now. It's just, I'm just saying that's where I have a mark that I can put there. Let me put it on here, even though I don't have it. 95.5 would be about right there. Now, it's probably not going to go down there right now, but I'm just saying that's a line in the sand kind of thing going on there, right? So it is struggling. Did not go up, not go bad. Did kind of spike up and touch the 9, but the trend is still down. Now, my real good entry would have been up here, right? Would have broken held above the 9. And then I could have been riding that all the way down for a profit. Now I'm into profit. I'm up $50 on that trade. Now I'm down 100, back and forth, right? So we'll see if this wants to pull. I'm not seeing any major things that want to pull it down lower at the moment. That 96 is still hanging out there on the L2. They're fighting, right, is what they're doing, right? They're standing toe to toe. Because why? We have this level right here. See these candles? Bottom of these ones? If I draw a line straight across, that's pretty much where it's at right now, right? But we'll see. Let's see if this will get a push to the downside. That might bring in other people that want to help it get on its merry way to the downside. Now it is dropping a little lower into bids over here. Now I got an even 96 instead of 96.2. Well, that just came back. That didn't last. So we'll see what happens. We're going to watch this. This is part of trading, is watching and waiting, right? Especially if you get in a trade, right? So it's a lot of waiting, a lot of analyzing. What is my exit point? Where do I get out of this trade, right? Well, now I'm up $50, right? Wow, exciting, right?
Yeah, Mark Apple wore me out this morning. Yeah.
What's that?
Is that Steve?
No, this is Daniel.
Oh,
Apple
I
wore
thought that
me
was
out this
Steve.
Oh, I
morning,
bet. That
waiting
was a tough
patiently.
trade today. That was the wrong day to be an Apple, right? Did you make any money, though?
Not
Did you come out
good.
all right?
Yeah,
It
I
was a
did good.
hard-fought
Not
money, I could
much,
tell you
but
that, just by looking at the chart.
it was.
When we were doing that live today, I looked at that. I'm like, oh, them poor Apple people. That was the worst chart of all of them. Other than Mara was kind of the same thing. It was just
Yeah.
channeled and real
Ryan went
tight.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You know what's went up 6%? Robinhood.
Oh, did it? Hood?
$135 stock. It went straight up. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, all the indices went up, right? The individual ones were the ones that were hurting, like Apple. I mean, if you're an experienced trader, you know how to channel trade, right? It's one of the hardest ways to make money, but we're taught by Coach how to do that, right? We can make money on that, how to do that. So here we go. See if we're going to bounce off this 9. Now I'm down 350. Again, this is just paper money. I'm just letting it run so you can see the difference here, right? So will this bounce off the 9 and pull back down? I don't know. You can see it rejected off these here. If I would draw a line right here, you could see how it hit these bottom candles here, right? So really, that was actually the place that you wanted to even look at to see as a possible. And you see how these candles stop right there? That was a support. A minor one, but it respected that level, did it not? Right? So these are all little things that you learn as you go along, right? Look backwards. Pay attention to what's going on. Number one, have your chart charted out to start with before you trade anything. Does this mean this won't go back down? No, don't mean that. It could just as easily go right back to the upside, right? So it's fighting. You don't want to. Right now, the trend is up, right? So eventually, you got to decide what to do. Am I going to sit in this trade any longer? No, right? I have a stop up there somewhere, but I just canceled it, right? So I wouldn't sit in that. It's already up there above the 9. It did not bounce off the 9. I will rip the Band-Aid off and take the loss, right? Kind of thing. So it came down and it actually bounced. Why did it stop there? I don't have a line on my chart there. Well, look to your left. Look backwards. See where all this mess stopped right there? I didn't have a line there for some reason, probably because this is new information or it's short term. Well, it did stop here earlier in the day, so it might be important today. You might want to pay attention. And sure enough, it didn't break on through to the other side. It stopped right where the bottom of these candles did, right? So that's why paying attention to the big picture, right? That could have easily went down, and it still could come back down again. We don't know. Right now, it's nice in a nice short-term trend, right? So very volatile. We're approaching power hour here in about 10 minutes. So thoughts on Oust? Hannah asks. I have no thoughts on Oust. I'm not familiar with it. I can look at it. What is your thoughts on Oust? What do you want to know about Oust? Not familiar with it. Ouster. Don't know anything about them. Looks like pulled back off the double top over here. And it went over and you can see here's the top where it topped out. Guess what? It came back right there. There's the top of the channel there. What did it do? Came right back out after a pullback. Went right back up and rejected right off of that, making it a double top rejection. If you'd have known that ahead of time, let me tweak that line a little bit. Now I'm zoomed in a little bit better. There we go. Right? As you can see, it came up that same area. Bang. Reject. Goodbye. So if you have your chart charted out, you'll know your levels on that. I know nothing about this stock. Other than that, it's at it's a $32, $33 stock, and it just rejected off of that. Now, can I trade this and make money? I absolutely guarantee you I can trade this and make money, right? Why? Because I know how to do charting. I can do a quick chart on this, set my levels, right? And I can trade this, right? And trade off the levels, trade off my indicators and all that, right? So I can come over here. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know anything about House. I got lines on this. When did I trade this? I have no idea. I do not recall. Apparently, I charted it out a little bit. I don't remember. That shows you how much of an impression I had on me, right? So these are 4-hour lines here, right? So I can mark these. There's the levels right in here. I can watch. I can go in a 2-minute chart, pop some lines on there. Well, apparently I either traded this or looked at it before. Maybe you were here before and asked about it. I don't know. I don't remember. I look at 10,000 things a day. Here's a 2-minute chart. I know I got a levels here I can watch, right? So we're down right here. You can see how all these peaked and that candle's there. Hit that. Come down here just a hair, tweak it just a little bit more. Right there, catch more of those other candles. Now I have a zone that I can trade from, right? I have a road map of where this thing likes to be there on the 2-minute, right? I can put as many lines or little lines on there as I want. Right? I can come down here and look, see is this going to be a good spot or not. Not so much. I don't know if I'm going to put a line there. I will, just kind of get a rough idea. So now I can trade between these zones. Same way if I go back further, higher and upward. That's all I need to know. I can make money trading this. Don't know what it is, don't know what they do, don't care what they do. I ain't there to marry it. I'm just there to get my money off of it and move on. So that's all I need to know. I don't care what they do. I really don't. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to be educated about what I'm trading. You know, do I know some stuff about oil? Absolutely. I've made money off of oil in real life and oil money in trading oil. Right? I live in our state's one of the top fracking states in the country. Recent fracking. So, you know, I've made money off of oil that flows under my land. Didn't have to do nothing other than take the check. Right? Sign a piece of paper, and they get through money at me. Nothing wrong with that, right? So because of that, I am educated a little bit about oil. We've had members in the oil industry inside American Dream Trading has also educated us. I know that you need oil producers ideally want $60 or more on the price of oil, or they'll turn the pump off, right? All those little things, educated. Same way with gold. Why does gold move? I know those things. Why does NQ? What moves NQ? What moves the S&P? What moves the Russell? What moves, you know, the Dow? I know why, right? So I know all these things by being educated, right? So by knowing those things, I know what to go look at, right? Ralph mentioned today there was news on oil, and oil took off, right? Been depressed on prices under $60 for quite a while now. Do I want to trade gold right now? Not really, right? Unless it breaks through down to this down here, but I got a level very close. As you can see, I got a double bottom right here about where the wicks of these are at. So I need to break and hold below this white line that I have on my chart at 148. And I believe one of our other members pointed out that level, Riley, I believe it was 148, if I'm not mistaken. Does that sound right? I don't know if he's still here. All right.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. The Russell's, again, trying to make a move upward. What do I have to the upside that I have to worry about? That's the other thing I want to know, right? What is it? What is my impediment to profits to the upside, right? So, can I buy that and let it go? Well, yeah. I'm kind of a little late to the party right there, but it's nothing that says I can't. Now, I got to watch up here. I got this $2,500 level, right? That's just a mental thing. It's a nice, pretty round number. We talked about that earlier, did we not? Right? So, could I make money? Yeah, I would say that. And right here, I got some areas I got to watch, but the 2,500 is the big glaring thing in front of me. I want to see it. Tried to break through that earlier, and it didn't quite make it, right? I was playing games and didn't really want to break through that, but it doesn't say it wouldn't do it this time, right? It very well could. So we'll see. Right here's our test, right? We'll see what happens. If it breaks through, it might pop a little bit. Do I have orders that want to go up there? I got some at $4.99. People want to start taking profits at $4.99. Why? Because they see that 2,500 there, right? And it has popped up from the bottom. So those that went long on this trade, that would be a reason to lock into profits, right? Psychological. Now, I'm going to wait and see if this will actually hold and break through that level. But as you can see, we're struggling right here. See these little candles here? Not really a significant area of resistance, but nevertheless, it is there. The yellow line is what I'm looking at here, right? I want to see if that's going to break and hold. I'm down $100 right now. It's dropping, right? But it's fighting. They're fighting over the price, coming up on power hour. You know, it's kind of just hanging out. It goes up, comes right back, goes down, comes back up. So they're just kind of playing around a little bit right now, right? They don't know what they want to do. So, but if I pick one thing and stick with it, or one or two, I'm not saying you have to stay in one thing all day, but if I'm here, I can watch it. I know my levels. I know how it's reacting. I know when to get in. I know when to get out, right? Know when to take a loss, know when to take my profits, those kind of things, right? So you get used to that, and you know how it lives and breathes, right? And you become very familiar with it. And with familiarity and knowing and being educated about it, it can translate to profits down the road, right? So that is how we do it.
100% true.
That's how we do it.
100% true.
Yeah, it is.
I study NQ and MNQ, and I'm starting to really get a feel like how this thing lives and breathes, and with your help, and it's just been amazing.
Good. Glad to see you having success, right? Did it happen overnight?
Oh no, I've been in this group for almost coming up on over almost 3 years.
There you go.
Lots of studying and lots of training is the key. This is something you can't learn overnight.
Right. I agree. And see, that's one of the problems with the interwebs, right? You get people on there, oh, follow me, I'll make you a millionaire. You will be driving a Lambo at the end of the week. Yeah, whatever. All right, while they're standing next to their daddy's Lambo or one they went and rented for the take the video, right? Kind of thing.
Exactly.
So, can I go buy a Lambo if I wanted? If I wanted. I don't know how I'd get in one, so why would I want to go buy one? Right? In fact, I couldn't even drive a Lambo where I live. And it's all rural and old county roads. It'd tear the bottom off of one of them things. And I'm not a car person. I could care less. I have a family car. That's all I need. We're just two little old ladies and men driving to church on Sundays. So actually, I could walk to church. It's only a mile and a tenth away. About 1.2 miles away, maybe. In fact, I should.
Lamborghini does make an SUV.
What's that?
Lamborghini does make an SUV now.
Was that right? Crazy, ain't
You
it?
don't want that one.
Yeah, I'll pass. What, $250,000?
Brutus.
You know, I drive a
Brutus.
RAV4. That's the same thing, right? It's got four wheels, a windshield, a steering wheel.
Pretty much.
Put gas in it and it goes. Aim it in one direction and it'll take me there. That's how I see it. I'm a simpleton. I got everything I need. Honestly, I do. I don't need any of that garbage. I don't want to buy anything I got to take care of. Feed, insure, look after, pay somebody else to look after it. I don't want none of that.
Mark, they make tractors. Lamborghini makes tractors, just saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do.
You could use one out in the country.
Yes, I can.
Have you seen Clarkson's Lamborghini tractor?
Mm-mm.
It's amazing.
Oh. Not a car person. I'm really not. I'm not impressed by cars. I mean, do I like the looks of nice cars? Sure. But it's a depreciating asset, right? You got to take care of it. You got to feed it. You got to insure it. You got to watch it. Yada, yada, yada. I don't want nothing else. I'm done with taking care of things. You know, you don't own things. Things own you. Is that true or not?
Humbug.
Things own you. If you got to take care of it, things own you. You know, at this point in my life, you know, then you die and somebody else has to get rid of it.
Very true, Mark. That's
Right?
very true.
Yeah. You know,
Mark, you can sit on your front porch and drink a glass of iced tea and watch somebody else take care of it for you.
well, there's one problem with that, though. My wife doesn't want anybody else taking care of any of our stuff. It's our job. It's our stuff that we own. I tried to yesterday. I called my plumber, but he was busy for the next 2.5 weeks on a big job, new construction job. He just couldn't walk away for all the money in the world. I don't know if I'd have offered him $1,000 bonus, would he have came out? I don't know, but I wouldn't do that to him. He was all apologetic. I'm like, hey, you know, don't sweat it, right? I'm calling you. And it's not that I can't do it on my own anyway. And I have. It was just I went out there and the wind's blowing like 20 mile an hour, gusting to 32, and it's drizzly out, cloudy out. It's typical fall Ohio weather, you know, clouds hanging over. It was just, I'm like, man, I don't want to go out there and do this. If I have to pull that pump I'm like, I'll call Dave. I didn't expect him to come out last night. But I thought, well, if he wasn't busy, he'd come out today sometime at his leisure. And he's like, nah, man, I can't. I got minimum of 2.5 weeks. He's on a huge project. So he's a small business owner. So, and I live in a rural area. There's really only 3 people I can call, and the other 2 I would not let tighten down a nut. So, and the reason I like him is he was recommended to me 30 years ago. And the one time I needed him, I called him. He came out, I don't know if it was the same day, but he came out real quick. And he didn't overcharge me for, sort of an emergency kind of thing, right? And just a very nice individual. Everybody, matter of fact, he's probably the most sought after plumber in our county. He's that good. He's just a nice guy, great business owner, doesn't overcharge, treats people that he deals with, and the customers. I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about the guy. That's just how good he is, right? So, but, he was all apologetic, felt bad. I'm like, hey, man, don't sweat it, You got to do what you got to do. I said, I got the skills to fix it. I can do it. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to go out there. For once, I was going to pay somebody to do something, and he couldn't do it. So, turned out not be any bad anyway, because I thought I was going to have to pull the pump. But once I went and rented a pump for it, sump pump out my pit, I thought maybe the pump was locked up. It's a new pump. It's only a year old. After I pumped the water out of there, I reached down there and the impeller wasn't. I thought, well, maybe the impeller got something in it and jammed up or something, but it didn't. So I reached down there with a hoe and the impeller moved freely and stuff. And it turned out it was electrical. The wire that comes from the house down to 50 feet or 100 feet away from where my house is at, got moisture over time, just finally burned up. So if I'd have checked that first, I could have saved $30 renting that pump, plus the time it took me to drive there last night and take it back this morning. See how cheap I am? Complaining about $30. But anyway, so that's what I'll be doing Saturday if I get time, is cutting the end off, putting a new plug on it, putting in a better waterproof container, which is what I didn't really have. I had it in a junky thing. But, it is what it is. So it's a $10 fix, essentially. Other than the $30 I already spent on the pump, rental. That's probably the 3rd time I've rented one of them. I'm like, you know what? I told that guy, I could have paid for one of these on my own if I'd have bought one the first time. Right? I've paid in rental fees what the cost of buying one of them new is. But I don't. Just something else I got to store. All right, what do we got? Questions? BYND to the moon. Wow. Logan says it's going to the moon. We better look at that. Well, it's bouncing off the double bottom down there, though, right? I'll give you that much. To the moon? Well, it's up to $3. What happens at $3 there, BYND, Logan? Well, what's important about $3 there, Logan? Hurry up and type in. What? Don't anybody else answer. What is significant about $3? Don't know? It's a psychological number, right? It's a whole number. Markets like whole numbers. Where's it at? Where's it struggling to get past right now? $3. Now, is there a level there also? Probably, but $3 is a psychological number, and that's where it's at, right? There you go. Cameron's back. Our gentleman that trades AutoZone. Well, he holds AutoZone until the cows come home. So we'll see what the next few months bring for you there, if you can hang on to that, if you are going to hang on. Don't be afraid to rip the Band-Aid off if you have to, but that's up to you. You can't offer investment advice. That was an interesting discussion. It was eye-opening, actually. We even talked about the next day, Cameron, in our group, about how expensive that was and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, so.
Mark, it's like when the stores sell stuff for $1.99 or $2.99, and we say, "Oh, it's only $1." But
yeah, exactly.
It's really $2. Yeah.
No, it's $2, right?
Yeah, exactly. But that's how we see it. Yep. It's $1.
Psychology of the sale, right?
Psychological. Yep. We're all crazy.
Yep. Same way with gasoline. Why is it priced at 9 cents, 9/10 of a cent? Why? Who came up with that? Because it does sound less, right? All right, NQ's kind of came up to a double, triple top area there also. Pulled back. And the film says about SMC. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. SMCI, you mean? Or SMC? All right, Nick called out that. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So just be careful what you're typing into our. Remember, you are in our house, and we are here to talk about futures. So as you are a guest in our house, treat it accordingly. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay? All right. So, questions, comments? Yeah, the problem with that SMC, there's not a lot of open interest in that. You know what I mean? I've looked at that before. That and I don't forget what the 400 is. What's SMC? Is that the 600, or is the other one the 600? I forget. Or is the SMC the 400? One of them two. There's a couple of those small cap ones. You got the Russell 2000, then you got the 400 and the 600, and there's futures for them, but they don't have a lot of open interest. So you got to be really careful when you get into those. They don't move a lot, and it can be very dramatic when they do get them up and down. So you want to trade things that have open interest, right? So anyhow. Yep. We already talked about Beyond, BYND, earlier. It's being moved a lot about meme stocks. Matter of fact, we just talked about it at the $3 psychological level, right? So, and if you know how I know that this is a meme stock, you know how I know? Because for the last week we've had people come in here. What do you think about Beyond Meats? Right? 2 weeks ago, nobody was asking that question. So what's that tell you? You're getting your information off the interwebs, right? Now it did move. We traded it. I made a lot of money off of it. I think I made what, $900 or something the other day off of that 600. Traded into pre-market.
Something like that.
Something like that, right? I traded it.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was 600. I think I made like 900 that day total. Yeah.
Yep,
so
you had a couple of scalps on that, on a couple of good pushes.
Yeah. So I don't care why it's moving. I don't even care what they do, right? I just trading the momentum upward and making money off it, right? And what's moving it? It's now become a meme stock, just like Donut, just like GameStop, like AMC, all of them. Right now, they are legitimately pushing it. The other day when we were playing it, it was due to a short squeeze. They were forcing the shorters on it to get out of their positions, which means you got to buy them back, which means the price is going to go up, which makes the price accelerate, which makes the short sellers even more, and then they just keep dumping it. They just keep going up and up and up and up, right, until they give up. So that's what's causing. It's not that they're all of a sudden a good company. Now, they did have news that they are providing to Walmart, I believe it is. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was they were increasing their output to more Walmart stores or something to that effect. So yeah, that was news, but that ain't the news that was moving it, right? It's a pure power play. So anyway, that's why it's the tension. I've had more people come in here and ask me. That's the single most stock people's asked me about over here in the last week. What do you think about Beyond Meats, BYND? And to prove my point, there's been the three of you today to ask that same question, right? So one thing you don't want to do is get your investment advice off of that one company, that little thing that starts with an R, right? So I won't mention the company's name, but the website's name, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Where they get together and talk about certain stocks and the meme stocks, and some guy with a kitty name was hanging out there for the longest time. That's not the best place to get investment advice. Troy, I'm going to smack you. You didn't talk about Beyond yet. You know daggone well I did. Here's what you get for asking that. It is funny though. That's something I would do.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so what's going on with Beyond? Is it going to the moon? What's going on, bud?
What's going
Don't
on,
get to
Chris?
say the second
How'd your
time
Zoom
around.
call go last night? I couldn't join you last night. I was busy playing in poop. For real.
I've heard about your ventures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't get in on you last night. But anyway, how'd it go? Tell us more about the crypto.
Honestly, I think it was the best one we've had. Had a lot of really good engagement, a lot of breakthroughs for some people.
Good.
So I think that if you missed last night, I think you missed one of the best cryptos Zooms that we've had for quite a while. So
Good.
Was it recorded?
it was. It will take
Thank
a
goodness.
significant period of time to get that uploaded. The
I have the
our
magic
fine-
power of going. I have the magic power of going in there and pulling it.
Oh yes, you can. You
Yes,
could
I
absolutely
can.
do that. I think it
Holy
may be in a few
God.
videos. But yeah, it was a pretty dang good one, honestly.
Sweet.
We did a lot of covering on. We covered everything. I mean, we were there from 7 to. I gotta convert the time to EST. Dot the
It was like
I,
4
cross the
hours.
T's.
4.5
Yeah,
hours, something like that.
I feel like it was about 12.
Holy crap! That was a marathon.
Yeah, all night long.
Oh no!
I started having some internet issues, so I like was on there until I don't know 10:30 or something like that. Maybe no, it was about 11:30. And then it kicked me out of Zoom, so that I just joined back in and listened for a little bit while some other people were talking and Bucko was working through with some problems for other people. Christina, were you there? Were you awake the whole time?
I was.
Oh, right on, right on.
Yeah, I
You
was
were
wide
there,
awake the whole time.
We had to
Towards
kick
the
you
end, I got quiet because I think I got in a trade, but I had to help my mom with something too. But yeah, I was there the whole time up until probably the last 20 minutes or so. I just took my phone with me because I had to go downstairs and I just listened. But yeah, it was a good one. It was a good class, really good.
Yeah, I saw you in there, and I wasn't sure if you were still awake.
I was awake. I'm still awake.
So how do we
yeah.
get access to being able to listen and learn more about crypto there, Chris?
Well, you got to pay. I think it's $1 million. We're really.
It's worth it.
Wait, hold on. But listen, I got a coupon code right now.
Oh, you do?
A
Okay.
coupon.
I
You
do,
get triple
yeah.
coupons.
So we could get it. We could get it down to $250 per year. Yep. If you sign up for the year, dude, that's $21 a month. That is so freaking cheap. 50, I think, is the code.
Correct. 50.
There you go.
Yes.
So you don't have to
Yep.
pay $1 million.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Of course, he's
200
exaggerating, but he is correct. It is now half off, $250 for a year.
Yeah.
But you got to pay it annually. That's a 1-year annual membership. Why is that so inexpensive? Well, because it's a growing upstart program within American Dream Trading. So, and Coach is away, and we're giving away. Now, this is all Bruno's thinking, right? It's all Bruno's fault. This is the story, and we're sticking to it. Bruno's the one giving away the farm, all right? And he come up with these killer deals, 50% off annual memberships, and crypto's one of them. You could get an entire year of training in crypto for $250. $250.
And
You probably wasted more of that on Starbucks in the last month.
And also the 7-day free trial.
Yes, we have that also.
Yeah. You can try it for 7 days. Try it before you buy it.
Well, these 50% off is going away here shortly. So, and I forgot to
That's
mention
only
that
for the
earlier.
next 2 days.
Yep.
2 days.
So
2 days. 2
you need
days.
to get it before
If
the
you,
end of it. It's only in effect during these lives. So get over there and get them.
If you're kind of like, I'm not ready to pay the $250. All right, you can pay double, actually more than double the price if you want.
Yep.
And I think it's $50 a month right now. We've got that discounted still. So you can if you're like, yeah, I'd rather just pay it monthly right now and try things out. Okay, I get it. You can do that. $50 a month. 7-day free trial, $50 a month. But I suggest getting the year. You're gonna need the training. It's we give you everything and anything. We meet every Wednesday, 7:15, and then we do pop-up Zooms, and you've always got access to all of the training material that we've got, as well as us when you ask questions in the lounges.
And when they join today, they have access to every recording you guys have ever made also, right?
Yes, I mean that's a temporary perk, but yes, absolutely. Now it's only up to I think about just before September, so it's about a month and a half behind. But that'll get updated as soon as our nice Arlo has some time to put into that.
So for those of you who like crypto, $250, I guarantee you blew that much on coffee or sugary drinks. What's important to you in your life? Bettering yourself and your family's income, or sipping on sugary drinks?
Okay, at $21 a month, I just so I just spent 24 going to Chick-fil-A for a few sandwiches for me and the kids, and getting the wife a big old Dr. Pepper. $24, and so it's less than going to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and which one has more lasting benefits? Chick-fil-A that you're going to poop out in an hour, or getting an education that lasts forever?
I don't know, man. I really like Chick-fil-A.
Well, I do too, but you know. Yeah,
it's all the 51.
No, you're going to get
it's all
way
the 51
better
chemicals.
Yeah, it's got less chemicals than Chick-fil-A.
Training doesn't have those chemicals.
All natural.
All natural.
But anyway, what do you value in life? When are you going to get tired of doing what your life is presently presenting to you? When do you want to make your family's life? Don't even look at yourself. When do you want to benefit your family, start to benefit, right? When your wife looks at you, how are we going to pay our bills and all this, right? Or maybe you look at your wife, how are we going to pay our bills, right? If she's the breadwinner, right? So what is it you're waiting on? I mean, come on, people. We've been offering these free 7-day trials for what, 3 weeks now, 2 weeks? You would think everybody that's listening live right now that's not in a membership, why haven't you signed up for one of them? What is it? Somebody type in the social media chat. What is it? What is your reason for not taking advantage of something that's absolutely free? A free 7-day trial membership. Why? What is the reason? Be honest. I challenge you. Put in there why you won't join something that's absolutely free for 7 days. Tell me why. Be completely honest. I mean, the crypto, I go over there, I consider myself kind of scared and nervous. Well, free doesn't have anything to do with scaring you. Maybe you're scared of the unknown. Well, for 7 days, you're not risking anything, correct? No, not a dime, other than your time. Right? Don't be scared. We're only afraid of things that we don't understand. Why? Because they charge after 7 days. That's absolutely correct, we West Coast. Thank you. I was expecting that answer. Can't afford it after. Okay. I get that. Right? If you can cancel any time within the first 7 days and have no charge. So what if you can't afford it after that? Why would you not want to educate yourself for absolutely free and get a taste of what we really do for 7 days with no obligation? We don't hold it against you. You can join our Discord for absolutely free with not ever buying a membership. And you can still interact with members. We have people that's been free in there for a couple years. We've had people that's been free in our Discord for years and have went to a paid membership, right? We're all in a different journey, in a different set, in our walk in life. I get it. We all can't afford a diamond membership for $4,000. But free, the education's free for up to 7 days. Come in for 2-3 days. Cancel if that's what you want to do, right? There's nothing we're trying to. We don't even make it hard on you to cancel. It's a couple clicks to cancel it, right? And it comes right down to it. You could ask us to cancel it for you. We'll do that, right? Good. So I'm glad that you answered that question honestly, because we charge after 7 days. Well, that's why it's free 7-day trial, right? If you want to remain a member, then you do get billed. But if you don't, it is exactly that, totally, absolutely free. There's nothing hard about it, right? Get that free education. Don't worry about whether you can afford it or not later. If you can't, that's great. Hey, if nothing else, you picked up a free education. We all have to start somewhere. At least you can get in and see what we're really about, because we do these lives to tease you. I mean, let's get down to it. The memberships is where it's at. Membership have its privileges. We're not going to give you something for free here that we give to people who pay good money in a membership, right? They invest in us, we invest our time in them. Now, we're sharing and giving you a taste of what we're doing, but we're not giving you a taste of all we're doing, right? That would be crazy, right? So I appreciate your honesty. That's what I said, right? Because we charge afterwards, right? Well, we don't up to the first 7 days. Can't afford it afterwards. That's fine. I get it. But why not? Why not taste it, right? If we're walking down the street, me and you say we're friends, and we're walking down the street and we come up on an ice cream stand and I say, hey there, we West Coast. How about I buy you an ice cream cone? What kind would you like? And say, well, I like chocolate, Mark. Well, here, let me buy you one. Well, I don't have money to pay you back. I'm not asking you. I'm going to buy you a cone, right? Would you still not eat that ice cream cone? Same deal here. We're offering you free. Don't worry about the future. Get some education now. Nothing else, you're kicking the tires to see if what's coming out of my pie hole is even true, right? Here, you can try it for free to see if we're, trying to put one over on you, right? And you get all the advantages of a paid membership for that time. There you go. So Ryan says he needs to be educated. Well, you can come in here, right? So don't worry about what's going to happen after the 7 days. Cancel. You can't afford it. That's fine. We understand it. We have people show up here every day that are working their way towards it. We have people come in with premium membership, the very basic membership. They would love to have a diamond, but their checkbook won't allow them to have one. So they're learning, they're getting educated, they're building their account a little bit day by day by day, and somewhere down the road, they'll be able to take advantage of that. That's why we have different membership levels. If everybody could afford the top tier diamond membership, that'd be the only one we had, right? We wouldn't offer the other ones. There would be no point in doing it, right? But that's why we have different tiers of membership, so that you can get in here on a live Zoom call and get your training on. You don't want to trade until you're educated. Don't get the cart before the horse, right?
What I learned being in here, and then just from what I learned, and then I traded, and one trade paid for my membership that I originally bought.
Yeah.
So it paid me back. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Well,
amazing.
it's not
There's so much.
guaranteed or
There's so
implied,
much.
right?
Nope, it's not
I'd tell you
guaranteed.
the same thing was with me. I had
Yeah.
2 of my memberships. I made my money back literally the same day. All the rest, I am not exaggerating. I made the money that I paid for the upgrading of my members, each membership, as I had the money. I paid and created money in that first week. There was a total wash after the first week. Now, does that mean that's the way it's going to be for you? No. I can't guarantee you that. I'm just telling you, you've heard 2 people's experiences. And again, I'm just some old random dude on the interwebs, right? But free means
And there's been
free.
people that have made more. There's people that make a ton,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
everybody's
definitely.
different. Everybody's different. So
You got people
it all
that
depends
don't,
on how
and you
much
got
time you
people
put
that
into
do.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people-
you've got to put the work in, got the time.
Right.
It's got to be something you want.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to give anything to you. It's not
Correct.
easy. So
We're not
yeah.
telling you what to buy and when to buy it. We're not a call-out
Right.
group. You got to do the work yourself, right? We're going to educate
That's too
you
much.
on how to do
That's
it.
too much work.
Well, it is. Some people don't want to put the effort in. They don't. And that's the pure, simple truth, right? They want to be spoon-fed everything. They want somebody to tell them what to buy and when to get out. Why do you think call-out groups, even though they're ineffective, why do you think they're so popular? Why do you think people, these scam artists out here selling trading bots that don't work? Because if they did, everybody would be bazillionaires. Why do you
But
think
I
they're
find
so
coming in
popular?
here, doing the work, you end up wanting to do the work when you're in here.
It's fun.
It's fun. Like we're together. Like you just end up wanting to do the work. It's not like work. I'm sitting here for 12 hours in a day. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm someone who does not like to sit at a desk at work or anything like that. But yeah, it's not work. It's We just love what we do.
I don't have to answer anybody other than my spouse. Dear, may I? No. Oh, please. No. Whatever, right? So, again, and that is the truth. People want to be. That's why they have all these scammy things that's on the interwebs. Follow me. I will have you driving a Lamborghini by the end of the day. Right? No, that ain't how it works. Right? You got to put the work in. Learn playing the guitar, becoming a brain surgeon, right? Being a good parent. These are all skill-related things, right? Being a great parent doesn't come naturally. You have to work at it. You have to learn about it, right? That's why you have more than one child, because you can screw up on the first one, and hopefully the second one's better, right? But you can't be a brain surgeon.
It's not just have a third.
Yeah, well, that's what most people did. But what I'm saying is a skill that's worth having takes time to acquire. Okay? It takes work, it takes pain, it takes dedication, it takes focus, it takes showing up every single day. Right? So, I would expect everybody to be running over and grabbing. Don't worry about whether you can afford it or not a week from now. We're trying to better your lives here. If you want to at least see what's going on behind the curtain for absolutely free, now's your chance to do it. We run discounts on these memberships, a monthly discount here and there, but that actually costs you money to see what's going on, right? You may not like what you see. Well, then you have to spend money to do it, right? Here, you can go spend no money. And if you don't like what you see, you're out nothing.
Wait, how much is it again, Mark?
It's a double your money back guarantee. It's $0 for 7 days, up to 7 days. If you're not satisfied within that first 7 days, double your money back guarantee.
Yeah, but how much money do I got to spend? Do I got to put a bunch of money into it?
No, it doesn't. You don't want you to even open a funded account. You're here to learn.
No, for the membership, I got to put a bunch of money into it, right?
Not for the free 7-day trial. It's absolutely zero. Free means free. Now, if you want to buy a membership, that's a different story, right?
No, there's got to be a catch.
No,
the catch is we know once you get in here, you're going to like it and not want to leave.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
Is Riley in here? Riley, are you in here? He might be gone for the day.
I thought I saw...
He was here. He's been here all day. Well, he's online. Doesn't mean he's available. He watched for free, and he started asking questions. We're like, hey, he took advantage of the trial. I don't even think he was... I don't know, Doug. He wasn't even on the trial that long, and he was demoing around about buying a premium or futures membership or whatever.
He talked about it. He said, "Oh, I'm doing it."
He's just going to go all in, right? Bought the diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah. As he left, and he's contributing every single day here. He's asking questions. He's helping out. He's very active. Remember, everybody loves him. Well, most people do. I haven't decided yet, but he's a great addition to our community, right? He went from watching free.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
We've had a few crypto members do that same thing. They signed up. They got a month crypto. Within the first couple weeks or so, they were like, "All right, I love ADT." That was all they had. I love ADT, and then boom, went out and got the diamond.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best value of all of our memberships. You get everything in one package. Right now, it's $4,000 for the lifetime. Correct? Our annual memberships are 50% off. You can get a futures membership for $1,250 right now, annual, if you want to pay it annually. Or it's $250 a month, right? The VIP futures, $1,250, right? Crypto, $250 for a year. Come on. You will blow more money than that in a day, right? A week. Again, I can't make you buy anything. I'm just trying to I don't get why anybody wouldn't try something for free. I guarantee you if I bought you an ice cream cone as we're walking down the street and I said I was buying, you would have no trouble taking that ice cream cone. You know what I mean? Here's your chance to get the ice cream cone for 6-7 days, however long you want to keep it, right? And believe me, there's no scam. We don't automatically bill you with big scam to try to get, because you can. It's no benefit to us to fake charge you. because then we get a charge back. And guess what? When companies get a charge back, that costs them money. There's fees involved, right? So last thing a company wants is to get a charge back. So why would we do that, right? So anyway, I can't convince you anymore. I've said what I had to say. Everybody should be running radar. We should have 50 people signing up for whatever free membership you want. The premium, which is more of a focus on stock and stock options, even though Coach teaches everything. Live Zoom training starting at 8:45 every morning until 4 p.m. with Coach and the other training moderators. We have the crypto live training on Wednesday nights starting at 7:15 p.m. plus pop-ups. Plus, you got training and information in our Discord, the crypto lounge there for further training, and you can ask questions 24 hours a day in there, 7 days a week. And then we have this one, the futures, right? 7 days for free, or 50% off of an annual membership, however you want to do it. Diamond includes all these things, one price. Never, ever have to pay again. So anyway, you know, might as well shut her down. Nobody's interested, right? So anyway, take a look at it. Let me know when you get in there. Tell us where you heard about us from. Whether it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't make a dime if you buy something, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. Moderators don't make a dime with you buying a membership. Okay? The only one that benefits from you buying a membership is American Dream Trading. Okay? And then how much of a benefit is it to the company? Well, it costs money to provide these lives that you're watching for free are not free. Right? It takes money to produce these things, right? It's not totally free. It ain't just, I log on, use my Wi-Fi, it goes out for free. That ain't how it works. We got members in here in a live Zoom call right now. Zoom is not free.
This is people helping people. This is what it's the whole concept that Coach started. People helping people.
This is a legitimate business with legitimate business expenses, right? And the whole goal here is for education and training. We're not a call-out group. We want to educate you. We want you to develop a skill that nobody can take away from you for the rest of your life. It's just a lifelong skill. Like riding a bike. Once you learn, you'll never forget. Playing the guitar, once you learn, you'll never forget, right? Just saying. And you can do this anywhere in the world. You can go on vacation like I do and make money and pay for your vacation again while you're on vacation. Drives the wife nuts, but I do it just because I can. Do I not paid members? Have I not shown those? Right? So, anyhow, AmericandReamTrading.com. Head on over there. It's right there. It's very simple, very easy. Couple clicky clicks of the mouse, and you're in.
Hey, Chris. I'm just letting you know ahead of time the XRP about to get a new high day. Doug.
Good job, Ralph.
NQ, you only had one job, Doug. That's just one job. That's it. You just click the button one time and wait. That's it.
Yep.
Ralph, are you in the XRP trade?
Chris, what kind of question is that? I don't know why you're not in it. Your back hurting or something?
Yeah, from carrying you yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why Chris ain't in it. I don't know. He over there looking at coins. He's over there looking at coins and measuring out the ATR.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You know?
No,
anyway, American Dream Trading is where you need to go. Does it sound like I'm trying to do hard selling today? Sure I am. Coach is away. We're taking advantage of it. We're giving crap away.
It worked. Right? Mark, it worked. Chris, I took advantage of the 50% off and joined your crypto team there. I'll be seeing you.
All right.
Right
good for
on,
you.
man. Awesome. Good job. That's a great investment. I'm telling you.
There you go.
Hey, look. That's chicken nugget. Man, listen. You're going to kill them perpetuals. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
The perpetuals are just, to
They're
me,
the bomb.
I'm not buying no coins and holding it. It's too risky. I'm going to just trade the perpetuals. You know what I mean?
Not if you've been doing it since 2017. It's not too risky.
Well, yeah, that's different. But I'm just saying, see right there. You just bought the package. And when I talk to you next week, you're going to be like, well, I'm going to hold on to mine because I can do both, but perpetuals from now on.
You'll love it.
I'm telling you,
You'll
because
love it.
chicken nugget been killing gold, so
Yep.
it's the same thing.
Yeah, I guarantee you can do this in futures. You can do crypto once you get the basic.
Yes.
Now, again, we learn all these skills from Coach, and they're all 100% transferable. Is there certain lingo we got to learn? Yeah, right? Number one, you got to learn to understand Chris, what he's saying. But there's certain lingo in crypto. Everybody's picking on poor Chris. He come in our house, and we invited him in, and we're picking on the poor guy. Nah, Chris is a great guy. I mean, Chris and Bucko, I'll tell you what, it's mind-blowing what they talk about stuff I have no clue what it is. I get the gist of it, right? And it's only because I haven't put the time in. But I know I can go there and trade perpetuals and crypto. That's all I needed to hear is I can trade it up and down on perpetuals, right? That's what I've learned off the Zoom calls. So whenever I'm ready, someday down the road, I'll do it. But I was there, and I told him, I said, I could do this. I could kill this, right? This is easy, right? Now, is it easy? No, it's not easy, but I already have the skills and experience through trading stock options, and futures that I know those skills transfer over to trading crypto.
I hate to break you up, Mark, but you might want to look at gold. It just broke below for the day.
Sure.
All right, go.
Oh, look, it got down in my channel and everything. It's coming down to the previous day high. What do we got to sell off here? I got to wait on a break and hold below this level here. See that channel there? This was in this channel. It traded in there the other day. That's the only reason I got these dash lines. I just never took it off of there. It got stuck in this channel there whenever that was last week, whatever day it was. It just kind of hung out there, and I was trading in that channel. Made all kinds of money doing that. Yeah, so, yes, I'm trying to hard sell you on something that's totally free, right? I just don't get it. I really don't, right? So I'm offering you an ice cream cone right now today. Get it while you can. That's all we're going to say about that. Now it broke through there, right? Look at that. What's it coming down to? VWAP? What can we expect to happen to VWAP? What might happen to VWAP? What do you think might happen to VWAP? They do have a gold level at 130. It's going to get back down to that 130 levels if it breaks through VWAP. Right now we're at the low. VWAP's right below at 31.5. It's the previous day's high, so that'll be another level. Important thing to look at, even though I don't have a line on my chart. I do have a line on my chart that's drawn by these Coaches 3.0 indicators, which come with your paid membership.
Is it vanilla or chocolate ice cream?
Whatever you like. I'll get you a twist if that's what you like, if you like both. That's usually what I get. I get a twist. I get chocolate and vanilla.
I would like that. I would like one of those dipped in the chocolate,
Yeah, I haven't had one of them in a long time.
I know, me too.
Chocolate dip, butterscotch dip?
What?
AmericanDreamTrading.com. Couple clicky clicks and you're in. Gold analysis for tomorrow. I don't care what it's going to do tomorrow. I'm trading the trade that it's in at the moment. I trade gold every single day, and I don't care what somebody's opinion is. Now I know what my levels are, and I'm trading the trade and trading the volume, trading with my indicators. And as a matter of fact, we have members in here now trading gold that never traded gold before because it's such an attractive thing to trade, and it's fun to trade, right? You can make a lot of money off of this per tick, which means you can lose a lot of money off this per tick, right? So now we're coming down here near VWAP. It's getting a little scared here. I was hoping it'd come all the way down, but it didn't quite make it, right? Gold didn't get murdered. Gold's pulling back, right? But remember, folks, we're still above 4,000. The world is not coming to an end. This is what is this? Maybe a 3 or 4% pullback over the last couple of days? I don't know. I didn't do any math on it.
It need to rest, though.
Yeah. It got drove up crazily to start with, right? Mm-hmm. What's changed in the world that makes gold shoot to the moon, right? Well, we got a government shutdown in the United States, right? Is the world coming to an end or anything like that? Nothing really substantial, right? It's a hedge against what they perceive as issues, right? Against the dollar. The dollar's weak, Gold's typically strong. There it goes. You could have played that bounce up to the 9. Can I play that bounce back down off the 9? I most certainly can, right? If it's going to do that. Well, you want to wait and see, right? Or this is a great buying opportunity down here at this low. I was hoping to go down to that 130 mark, but it didn't do that either. I could probably play off the 9 if it wants to break and hold above this 9 up to the 21. Expect maybe a possible bounce at that. See this? Now it's coming back up into this zone where there was the last week or whenever it was I drew these lines on here. How do I know that's a channel? Because I made them dashed lines. That's how I know it, right? It's one of the reasons I do. I typically erase these, but I didn't. Plus, I made a lot of money that day trading just from here to here and back down. So, there you go. Let's see here. Let's see, what percent is gold down today? Gold is actually up 1.78% today.
Oh, see, there you go. Because they had a rally before.
Yeah.
Before the market opened.
The markets are all green today. Platinum's up 2.7, silver's up 2.11, copper's up 1.84, palladium's up 1.6. I don't trade palladium, but I have once, but I don't trade it. Actively trade it, right? And it's at a price range. It's dropped basically 100 points today, gold. It's still up. It was up 41.71 and went down to 40.81. We'd be, oh, the world's coming to an end. Well, no, it's a money-making opportunity. Take advantage of it. That's great thing about futures. We make money when it goes down. Ralph.
You know what's not up?
What's not up?
Beyond Meat.
Who?
Beyond Meat.
Oh, Beyond Meat's down, yes.
Indeed. Everybody been asking about it.
Oh, I dare you. Hey, guess where it kind of rejected off $3, huh? No, we just made a boatload of money when it was up on, it was pushing what, 880 or something the other day. Went from whatever it was we got in, $5-6, whatever it was. I did bigly that day, right? Just in the pre-market by getting up at 4 a.m. All right. So gold didn't get murdered, right? Yeah, it doesn't look good at the moment, right? You see that big drop. I get excited. I love it when things drop, man. I like making money when things are the downside. That shows panic selling, right? It's easier to make money to me, my perception, rather than going up, right? You don't know how high it is, but when people are panic selling, oh, I love that. I'll make money on that all day long. So, but yes, it is at today's low. It's dropped about 100 points, but it's still up. I mean, it dropped 100 points from its high. It didn't drop 100 points for the day. It's still up a couple, 1.5% for the day. So, good. All right, so I'll get off this live today. I'm going to go look, see how many took advantage of the 7 days. And if not, if it ain't popular, we'll just quit doing them, right? 50% off our annual memberships. $4,000 for a diamond lifetime, right? What are you waiting on? I don't get it. 50% off all the annual memberships on all on all of them. Paid members, same way. You can upgrade your membership, half off, right? What are you waiting on?
All right, if you learned something today, don't forget to go tip your moderator. Maybe Mark will be a little less ticked off that he had to pay $30. So if somebody gives him a little to offset that.
Yeah, I paid $30 for a
the
sump
$30 has really got him down.
It does. Pisses me off. Well, it's my own fault. If I had tested electric before I went over there. But, usually when it goes wrong, it is the pump. That's why. See? I jumped to conclusions, right? I should make a board game. That would be a great board game, wouldn't it? Jump to conclusions. Come on. You don't get that movie reference? Come on.
No. I don't know the movie reference.
Office Space?
It's been a long time since I've seen Office Space.
That's one of the world's greatest movies, Office Space.
It is a great movie. It is a great movie.
The guy that got blowed up or whatever, and he's like, everybody felt bad for, oh, don't feel bad for me. I made my game. They bought my game, jumped to conclusions or whatever,
Okay. Now I remember, yes.
Hey, Mark,
Yes, sir.
can you look up Intel INTC because it's an earning play today? See how the chart looks on that.
I'm sure it looks great.
Had a-
Probably all
it
the
had a
tech,
glorious day.
all the well, I don't know. All the tech
Yeah.
stocks went to the moon today. I don't know about Intel specifically, but let me look. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much
it
went
had
to
a
the moon today
glorious day.
also.
About 90 cents up.
Soxel was probably one of the best.
Yes.
Well, they all did this today. All the chip sectors. You can look at Nvidia. You can look at AVGO. You can look at AMD. Now again, I don't know if they all stayed this way all day, but chip sector just tore it up today, as did the
Got
general
earnings.
markets. Yep.
Intel's got earnings tonight.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can click on that button there on the right. It'll tell you what
Yes,
their
sir.
estimates are and everything.
Yes, sir. I'm the one that writes the newsletter. Was writing the newsletters, right? Maybe you don't know.
Yep.
Well, I figured you didn't know how to use it because
Oh no.
it's
Okay.
never in the newsletter.
Well,
Yep.
we have a new person took over the newsletter.
Who?
Doug.
No, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Doug took it over.
I snookered him into it and ran out of town before he knew what hit him.
Oh, Jesus. So looking for a pullback on Intel to get in on this one.
Well, do you
On the
want to get
earnings.
in on earnings?
Yeah, I wanted to pull back.
Okay.
I looked at the options. It looks like it's a 4-point spread. Normally I do double, so let's say 3, 6 to 8 points, and I'm in. to
How
ride
far
it
out are you buying your options?
Just in the week.
What's coach teach if you're going to hold overnight?
A month or so.
Yeah, 90 days.
90 days.
Why? What if Intel's earnings do the opposite of what you thought they were going to do? And it crashes out or goes to the moon, whatever.
Well,
right?
because it's a good company. I'll just
I don't doubt it.
hold it.
Now you realize that an option you buy today, tomorrow, it's going to be worth 20% less on average in a one day when you wake up tomorrow morning.
Right, not if it's gone up pretty
Well,
big.
that's
overnight.
yeah. But even then,
You think?
Right.
Thursday, Friday, right?
yep, you hold it
But today's-
overnight, you're going to lose 20%. That's part of the reason for buying 90
Yeah,
days
one
more
day.
out, right?
One
So
day,
you have
right,
time. Right.
Another thing you got to look at is look how much it rallied today. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, well, you see what happened to Tesla. Now, there was some questions about their earnings, but I mean, things were generally good, right? Their outlook was good, but they were questioning how much of their profits were due to people rushing to take advantage of the tax thingy, right? Tax
Right.
It
Right, I
doesn't
love
matter,
that.
right? They still sold, right? It dropped like a rock. If you'd have panicked, like say you held Tesla this morning, you thought it was going to the moon, right? And this is what happens all the time, right? If you're an experienced trader, you know not to worry about the knee-jerk reaction. But if you look at Tesla, how far it dropped today, then an hour and a half later, it finally came up to where it was at, and then it went to the moon after that, right? So, but if people aren't aware of that, what if it does pull and doesn't go back up, right? Intel's got a lot of bad news, right? They're struggling, and hopefully things now. It's got good news too. I hope Intel survives. We need Intel to survive. They have their own niche stuff that they take care of, right? And we need the competition in the marketplace. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. So, tonight when they release earnings, hopefully it is good, right? And they give a good outlook. It doesn't matter the numbers. It's what the CEO and CFO says, right? The outlook.
and then another thing that's about going into earnings with options is it's always like a lot. That's like a pure lottery ticket
Yes.
because you don't know what's going to happen, and then most importantly, you don't have no control. You know
Right.
what I mean? The options market is closed whenever the news event comes out. So
Right. You're stuck with it till 9:30 tomorrow. That's why Coach
Right,
never
I'm sorry,
recommends
but I'm not buying the option. I'm buying the shares.
Oh,
I
buy
just look at
shares.
the
Oh,
options.
wow, then you got nothing to worry about.
all right, well, you good.
Oh, you're good.
You just got to as long
Take a
as you got
second mortgage
mechanics.
out on the house, right?
You know.
All right. But yeah, that's one. Talking about options, I mean, that is, you can make a boatload of money doing that, right? But Coach also recommends don't buy options going into earnings, right? Now, if you do it, it isn't like Ralph said, a lottery play, right? So,
Right.
good thing about options is you can only lose how much money you put into it. right? So, unlike trading, futures, there's no limit on how much you can lose technically. Now, the broker will close you, but technically there's no limit, right? All right. Can you help me in crypto trading? No, I cannot. But we have a membership that will help you do that. What is it you've got a question? You got a general trading question there, Harris? Now, Bucko's in there. He can help you if you direct your question to Bucko. We do have free memberships available, 7-day free trial, but ask your question there, Bucko. Ask a specific question there, Harrison, about what it is you want to know about trading crypto. Bucko is one of the trading moderators in our crypto room. We also have Chris live right here in this call. You can ask that question. Be very, very specific, and you got about 3 minutes before I shut this thing down. So be quick and to the point. We talk about futures here, but I will answer any question, right? Just so happens it's your lucky day. We have both of our trading moderators in this house at the same time. Unless we chase Chris off because we kept teasing him. Nope, he's still here.
I'm still here.
That boy will take a lot of abuse, won't he?
I will, yeah.
Well, he's got about 12. He's got
brothers.
12 kids, so he's probably used to
it. I grew up with 7 brothers.
Oh.
I got 4 kids. I got it. I'm good.
You're growing your own baseball team, right? All right.
Yeah, something like that.
So let's grab them free trials. Check what's behind the curtain. You don't have to even pay for it. But
I'm just hoping to get 2 of them out of diapers here soon.
Well, Harrison, you must not really need much help because I don't see any follow-up question there, sir or madam. And you now have about 2 minutes. Unless it's there and just hasn't showed up. Bucko's in the room there with you in TikTok. Bucko 504 is one of the training moderators. Him and Chris run the show. All right. We are live here 3 times a day. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live here with the futures from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time each and every day during the week, Monday through Friday. And, Esteban wants to know, should I get the premium or the crypto? Depends on what you want. If you want to trade crypto, then get crypto. Premium does not teach crypto. And crypto does not teach the stuff, the stocks and stock options in the, I went brain dead. Crypto does not teach stock and options, which is what they talk about in premium. And premium does not teach crypto. There's very specific. Are you able to trade in the evening in Pacific time zone? Yeah, you can trade anytime you want. Crypto trades is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no holidays or anything. Futures trade 23 hours a day from the only time it's closed is between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Actually, market opens at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday nights. So anyway, you got about 5 minutes to get over to AmericanDreamTrading.com to grab these membership trials while we are live, all right? The crypto is $250 for the year. I'll tell you what, that's giving it away. I can't even believe it's that inexpensive, to tell you the truth. Heck, I might even buy one. Oh, wait, I have a Diamond membership. I don't need to buy one. It's included with my Diamond Lifetime membership. Anyhow, thank you all for being here. We are live at 4 o'clock, top of the hour. We have the Aftermarket Show over on our YouTube channel with our lovely host, Dawn, who is also a training moderator who can answer questions on just about anything you ask her. She's also very good at what she does. Make sure you tell her you've heard about her from the futures. She'll know what you're talking about. Tell her Mark said hi. Anyhow, upon conclusion of this broadcast and all of our live broadcasts, they'll be automatically posted over on our YouTube channel, which is appropriately called American Dream Trading. Also over there on that channel, you will find over 2,800 training videos for absolutely free that you can watch any time of the day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If we provide those kind of things to you for free, can you only imagine what we give our paid members? I do thank you. I'm losing my voice.
Hey,
I will see you tomorrow morning. I'll be filling in for Coach also again at 9 a.m. tomorrow. as he's on vacation with his lovely bride. And they're out having a great time, seeing the sights and hearing the sounds on vacation. So we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9. But I am here each and every day, Monday through Friday, from 2 to 4. Remember, anybody you come in contact with, try to be an encourager, not a discourager. Let's not tear people down. The whole world's full of that. It's not hard to tear other people down, right? Don't have a black heart. You never know who the person you're talking to, even though they may be smiling and acting all happy, may be dying on the inside. So let's always be an encourager to people we come interact with. Always leave long-lasting positive memories. We will see you same time, same that channel tomorrow, and I'm glad you all could be here. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mark.
Some of the